Yeah, you can do that on X Gamer.
Uh,
So, it's game number 2, and Smitten's team is going to be taking the order side this time. As you can see, there's a high priority name on their side. Cover Tactician, manager for Team Rival, is going to be playing in the solo lane in this game.
he's not important. I don't know what anyone's talking about. Is he as important as everyone else?
He's the most important Pikachu on the planet.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay, he's the most important Pikachu. So we are seeing the first bans coming out there from both teams. We have a Nemesis and Giannis banned out on the Smitten's team, and a Thoth and Darji banned out for Deathwalker's team there. Darji performed really well in that last match, and is that just fearful, or is it just because she's a really good pick?
She's just a really good pick, and I like the fact that she has been banned. But that does leave open Achilles, and Cover Tactician and the boys on Team Smitten have taken it up. Camazotz is going to be a pick for Akami Leon, and it's Akami Leon and Lunatic Dream are players who I played with every now and then. And I know Akami Leon, and he plays a very good Camazotz.
He has a mean Camazotz.
Yeah.
We are seeing
Lunatic-
Morgan locked in as well.
And Lunatic is known for his Morrigan as well. These are two comfort picks for these gods.
Morgan is an interesting pick, I feel. She's one of those gods which she doesn't... She brings a little bit to the table, but the strength for the Morgan is just in her ultimate. And if you've got a really good god pool, the Morgan is a really good pick.
Oh, Sylvanas have been picked up. Do we see the infamous Cover Tactician Sylvanas?
What, Sylvanas solo lane?
Way back in Season 2 on Justice, Cover Tactician had to sub in solo lane for a game. He played Sylvanas solo.
I think I remember that match, you know.
It was the only SPL game he's played. He played Sylvanas solo. He did well on it. They ended up losing to the former Dignitas squad, the one with Sun Touch and Shadow Nightmare on it.
That really is a blast from the past there.
That really is a blast
That is a
from the
blast
past.
from the past, yeah.
They did end up losing that game, but the Sylvanas solo did perform well. So is it a blast from the past again, or is it just going to be boring old Achilles in the solo?
I don't know. It's probably going to be boring old Achilles. Achilles is a pretty good pick in that solo lane. He also is a surprisingly good jungler, and we have seen him being used in support roles. So it's not surprising. You know, Achilles can be anywhere, and we could see that blast from the past Sylvanas in the solo lane. You don't know.
I'm not too sure if I like this Camazotz pickup into the Achilles. If the Achilles solo versus Camazotz solo matchup is not that good for Camazotz. He wants to get in close, do damage, and poke you out of lane. Achilles wants you to be close, so he can then dodge your abilities, dodge your skill shots, of which Camazotz, most of his kit is a skill shot.
Yeah, it is, and if he misses that as well, and then you've got to be careful with Achilles, because that stun, even if he doesn't hit the stun, that does a lot of damage, and it really hurts if Achilles is in a good spot. If he gets stunned out as well, he's been able to do some dodges and some hitting you a little bit more. And if he's in close range with his armor off, if he strips down to just his bare chest, he can do a fair amount of damage. Susano locked in as well for the side of Deathwalker's team, so that's probably going to be a Susano jungle. We're seeing quite a lot of squishies prioritised on the side of Deathwalker's team at this point in time, so we're probably going to see a fair number of support bans coming out from the side of Smitten's team.
I would like to see a Get ban here coming out from Smitten's team. Just because the Get will allow so much safety for the Susano and Camazotz to dive in the backline and gives them a form of initiation. As well as good disrupt with that Shockwave knockup.
Yeah,
but it's going to be the Cerberus.
Cerberus and Terra banned out there, both very good picks. Cerberus a staple in solo lane at the moment, it seems, and does do really well in support. And of course, Terra recently being buffed. She is a powerhouse, so no surprise to see her banned out. And Cupid being locked in.
That's a spicy pick.
Oh.
Straight up, I do not like this pick. I'm just gonna put it out there straight away. This Cupid pick is something I do not like at all. It's going into an on her of all things, one of the best counters to Cupid, because on her's ult Desert Fury is on 75 seconds, while Fields of Love is on 90 seconds. It's a shorter cooldown for a CC Immune ultimate to counter that ultimate. And on her is built to get pressure in the early game anyway. And that's what you pick Cupid for, is to get the pressure. And now you're going to a Hebo jungle as well. This is not a good pick. There's the gap which I was talking about earlier. But again, this Cupid, I'm slightly infuriated by.
I mean, I have a general pet hate for Cupid. However, I won't let this colour my casting of this game. But Geb, a very good pick, like you were mentioning earlier, AJ. But Geb is going to help with the initiation, and he is going to allow Morrigan, Kamizosa, and Susano to be that much more unsafe because he does have that shield and the knock-up available. So he's going to be able to synergize really well with those. Cupid, I feel there could have been essentially any other ADC, which probably would have been a better pickup. Does have that dash. He does have the cripple and stun on Fields of Love, and he does have the stun on his Heart Bomb. But however, you do need to have full stacks on that. I don't know. I would like to see other picks. Ho Yi.
Hachiman, Hu Yi. If you wanted some ADC with an impact for an ultimate, Shibalonke would do better.
Especially if Shibalonke gets kills, he does do some pretty crazy damage as well. Once he gets those extra stacks, he does get an extra 30 power at the end, which it's a low tier item, but it does give you something at the end of it.
So we're going to go straight into the game. It's going to be a low spec delay game, which I'm always a fan of low spec delay.
I like those. It just means we don't have to sit around making small talk for all this time.
I was going to point out that I don't mind Cupid as a character in Smite. I think he has his place in the meta. He has compositions which he does well against. He has a lot more compositions that he does not do well against. And this is one of those times where you're the picks that he picked it into on her Achilles and Sylvanas. The only one that you're really doing anything to is that Sylvanas. So is that going to be the game plan? And it is! It is a Sylvanas solo!
No!
My boy brings out the blast from the past.
Oh, I know. We have it.
I told you!
Bear with me. I'm just trying to set everyone up here. So that is actually... Is that going to be then an Achilles support?
Achilles support.
Okay. Fair enough. That's a thing.
I'm excited for the Sylvanas solo.
Are you? I mean, it is a blast from the past. It's going to be a great thing to see. So we are going to see... That's going to be a Camazotz solo as well by the looks of it. So Camazotz solo into a Sylvanas. I'm interested to see how that goes. Both of them have their own pickups there. So, sorry, but both of them have their own heals. So that's going to be an interesting fight to see happen now.
So, for those of you just joining, this is going to be game number 2. The first game was played on NA servers and was taken by Team Deathwalker. So now playing on home territory on the European servers. I'm just still excited for the Sylvanas solo.
You really wanted to see this, didn't you?
Yes.
You really wanted to see that. So we are going to see the Sylvanas solo there, and that's going to be something very interesting to see. It's not something you see very often, especially in any real setting. You don't really see it even in casual games.
No, it's such a oddball pick. And when Telkine's Ring got nerfed, because now it does bonus damage based on a percentage of your magical power, rather than doing a base set amount of damage, like it used to. The Sylvanas solo lost value because of that. Because your Telkine's Ring would proc on every single thing you hit in that AoE auto, which is why he was picked, because you rushed Telkines, you got tier 2 Telkines, back the second you can get tier 3, then you went into lane and pushed as hard as you could, because you just dealt so much damage with your basics. That's just no longer a viability. However, with the advent of Warrior's Blessing, it's Warrior's Blessing, with the advent of that, and you could even do Guardian's Blessing if you wanted to, you're able to survive and sustain through that early push that you don't have, and possibly even look for a level 5 kill.
So what we're going to see him prioritize ability-wise? Are we going to see him go into his 2 first or his 1?
You're going to see him put points into his 1.
His 1?
I mean, he might feel threatened by the Camazotz and start put points into his 2, but most of the time you're going to see him put points into his 1, get that damage output out there, look to clear out the archers instantly with that route. If he feels like he can get kills in the lane with getting up those wisps, he might level those up. Or if he's going to go for a Telkine's Rush like you would do in the past, he could, again, level up those wisps because he won't need that extra damage on the route.
Yeah. I mean, against this Camazotz, the Camazotz is going to be able to self-heal. However, I feel if Covert Tactician can position himself well enough, he may be able to stop the Camazotz from farming effectively and be able to root him and then heal where he needs to. And I think it's going to be an interesting match. I haven't seen a Sylvanas versus Camazots before, so it's going to be an interesting one to watch. Whether we're going to be watching the solo lane as frequently as we do the duo or the mid lane is yet to be seen. However, I feel we could see a lot of action here in that solo lane.
Now, whether we would watch this game at all is a question, because Leonard, the jungler for Deathwalker's team, still has not connected.
Yeah, we do have a pause set at this point by the side of by Lunatic Dream. Just wanted to make sure that Leonard 205 can come in. There are some issues occasionally when people can't load in, so hopefully Leonard 205 will be able to load in at some point in the near future and be able to get this game going. Are there any rules at the moment for pause limits, or
endless pause?
Is that what it is for these matches?
There is no length of pause too long, but I think at some point the admin's going to go, yeah, you need to hurry this game along, so do you mind? I'm pausing.
That's fair. So we're going to wait a little bit longer for Leonard 205 to get back into the game, but it does give us a chance to talk a little bit about these team compositions. We are going to see the Anha versus the Cupid in that duo lane. AJ made his thoughts abundantly clear in the picks and bans of this
terrible
Cupid,
matchup.
Yeah, of this Cupid pick, and I think we're both in agreement here that this Anha is going to see a lot more strength in this duo lane, I feel.
There is a potential, though, that the Anha does get pressured out by the Cupid. Because Cupid alone will seldom get pressure. But with that Geb there is a potential that they could get an early kill, they could get early pressure themselves, and then Cupid will be able to keep that pressure. And Anha can't really push into it. I mean, but there's zero kill potential, which is what you pick Cupid for. You pick him to be that bully early, to get those kills, to be farmed, and to then rotate and be a devastating effect on the battlefield. Yeah,
I mean, we've got the Achilles here. So the Achilles is going to be in that support role as well, and that's going to be something that they have to be very careful of as well. If he does get that stun, that's a lot of damage, and even if he doesn't hit that stun, that cone is still fairly wide, and it still does a lot of damage, and he's going to have to be very careful.
It's not just that it's wide; it's that it's very long as well.
Surprisingly long. The number of times I've been caught out by that is let's not count how many times I've been caught out by that, because people would assume I'm a terrible player. So, but the Achilles is a strong pickup there, and it's interesting to see him playing in the support role. I feel he's a much better solo or jungle role than support, but he is surprisingly tanky when he's got his armor on.
I don't think he's going to have his armor on. I think, as per usual with Achilles, you're going to see him go armor off, look for the full-on aggression, look to push out. Because you're a warrior in the support position. Your effectiveness is in the early game. In the late game, the Guardians reign supreme over the warrior supports. So if you're going to be picking up this Achilles, you're going to want to pressure them out early and win the game sub 30 minutes.
Yeah, and that's a reasoning for picking Achilles in that support role, isn't it? Just to get that pressure going. And combine that with the Anha, I feel that the Geb and the Cupid are going to have a hard time. But in this mid lane matchup as well, we do have an Agni versus a Morgan there. So the Morgan, she does a surprising amount of damage. But her strength, like I said, in the picks and bans does seem to be in that ability to clone into somebody else at key moments. I mean, the amount of different abilities she's got available to her at this point in time in this match, there's a lot of damage she can go into, and she's got a lot of displacement if she needs it.
I'm worried for this Sylvanas solo. I am worried, because there's a Susano and a Camazot, two early game aggressive assassins, and you're in a mobile tree.
If he gets displaced, he's going to have a very hard time. And he's not even going to want to pull in the Camazots to do anything.
He really has to rely on this Hebo in the jungle to be able to offset some of this pressure.
I mean, Hubbar in the jungle does do a lot of damage. He's got a very short cooldown on his the water jets that fly out of his hands. So he's going to be able to rotate and do a fair amount of damage if he is needed. Whether we will see him doing much in that solo, rotating into that solo lane, is yet to be seen. However, he is going to be doing as much damage as he can. And a Hubbar late game is terrifying damage.
The Hebo will do damage in the late game. The Agni will do damage in the late game. And the Anha, probably not so much. But do they get to the late game is the big question, because this is a very difficult team comp to execute. And it's very susceptible to the composition which Deathwalker's team has drafted.
And we also as well on EU for this match. We are, aren't we? So EU is gonna, the EU servers are gonna benefit Deathwalker's team as well. So that's something we need to bear in mind when taking into account Smitten's team comp as well. They do have the late game, they do have the early game pressure in duo, but everyone else seems to have the late. However, Deathwalker's team has seemed to have drafted perfectly well for what they want to do, and that's just aggress minus that Cupid.
Well, it looks like we might. I'm getting away from the hours that we might be restarting. There's potential for it. So because Leonard 205 is unable to connect completely, or just deciding not to connect.
Yeah. So we may see a restart here. We'll have to wait and see to see whether that does actually happen. Do we have any news on whether we are going to restart here, or just to replace the jungler for the side of Deathwalker's team, as we are still at a pause here, waiting for Len to come back, if he is able to come back.
No. I don't know.
We said low budget.
We did say low budget like this. At this point, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Leonard's actually going to be playing it.
As we say that, Leonard loads in. Oh yeah, there we go. See, if you talk for long enough, someone can load in. And there we go. Leonard has actually managed to load in to the game there. He is going to move around, so he is in this match by the looks of it. So we are going to have a second match now between Smitten's team on the Order side and Deathwalker's team there on that Chaos side.
And he is going to go in for the Guardian's Blessing, his Chaos Tactician. He's going to be sitting at the tower. He's not looking to play aggressive whatsoever. Realizes that, oh, no, he swapped it out. He's going for the Hunter's Blessing. He's going for the aggressive strat. I wonder if he realizes that it only applies to one basic in the AoE.
Very interesting thing as well. Look at Hardbar. Hardbar has built the Mage's Blessing. Now, if I remember correctly, Mage's Blessing doesn't affect jungle camps, does it?
It does affect jungle camps, but Assassin's Blessing is still more useful. Because you get the sustain from the jungle camps, you do the camps faster. You do get less mana return, so this is probably what Justice Official is going to be doing. It's going to be looking to do camps as a duo with whoever he's closest to.
Okay.
And then, because he has Mage's Blessing, be more impactful in the fights.
Oh, Achilles going to take a little bit of damage there from the Heart Bomb from Blackthorn Hammer.
10,
that sounds very weird to say.
8, 7, 6, 5 more seconds, 4 more seconds till the minions spawn. 2, 1, 0. Minions have spawned.
They have spawned. Mythical Aurora is taken down to half health already there by that Cupid. The Cupid doing so much damage there, actually. The Heart Bomb does actually hurt. And look again. Look at that.
Have you seen the fact that he's actually gone Warrior's Blessing?
Oh, so he's going to get a lot of healing, but that's actually a really clever pickup. Going to get the Warrior Blessing along with the Tier 1 Morning Star. So that's a lot of damage. And there, with the positioning of that as well, he's actually going to get a fair amount of damage on that minion wave as well. That's so much damage. And this Cupid is going to be as aggressive as he can be by the looks of it. This is what they want.
It just means that their boxing potential is going to go straight down because he's not doing as much damage per auto. He's really going to be relying on his abilities here to do the damage that they want to do.
He is, and looks like, yeah, the minion wave is actually going to be about even at this point. Great stun there by Mythical Aurora. Going to be missing the Heart Bomb as well as Blackthorn Hammer. He's got to be very careful because the Anher passive does increase the damage he's going to be taking. And this is good for Anher now. He wants to be able to do what he can and clear that wave as best he can.
Oh. Again, the Heart Bomb hits onto the Achilles. He's actually standing next to his minions. That's going to damage the entire wave. If you're hit by that Heart Bomb, get away from your own minions as quickly as possible, because you will do damage to them as well, which means you're helping the wave clear and just get poked out.
Yep,
get Heart Bomb onto the Honor. This could actually be a chase down.
It could be a chase down. He's going to chase him down.
Where's the sprint for the game? Where's the sprint?
There's no sprint being used at this point in time. The sprint is available. I'm surprised no one used it. They're actually going to turn around. The Mythical is going to find the stun. Cinderpriest is going to miss the impale. There is going to be a stun. No, there isn't. But look at how pushed back here Cinderpriest and Mythical Aurora are on this left-hand side.
Camel's also actually having a bit of trouble against this Sylvanas.
Oh,
Actually level 3 now.
Look at mid
Gets
lane
the
as
root
well.
off.
Jesus Official is actually going to go down
Oh.
by a ton of damage. Look at this damage coming out here in that mid lane.
I'll be looking at the solo lane because Sylvanas is getting the push onto the Camel Swords under the tower. Almost got the kill just previously, and now has the wisps to sustain himself.
Great
The
stun.
time for Camel Swords to get this pressure is over.
Yeah, Cameron is not going to get this pressure now against this Sylvanas. Sylvanas can do whatever he wants. He has those swifts. He can heal up his minion wave as well. He can do the chase down. Look at this. He's just not able to do anything as a chameleon on that Camazotz.
And it's a good thing for Smin's team that he has got the pressure, because this is the one lane where they are getting the win. If you look at the rest of the map, pushed on the tower are Cinderplease and Mythical Aurora. And also Jesus Official and Venice Strike are being pushed under by the Morrigan and Susano combination. So really, all hopes are on the Sylvanas in this early game.
Yep, the Sylvanas is going to try and push up what he can. Looks like he's going to try and find something here in this right-hand side. Unknowns to him, there is nothing for him to take there on this right-hand side. The blue camp is still respawning. But we are seeing a lot of minions get lost here to that tower for Camazotz. And this is not what he wants. He's a full level behind Covert Tactician at this point in time.
I think it was just having a look in the jungle to see where the Susano was, because the blue buff's about to spawn, the speed buff had just spawned. He knew it was going to be in that right-hand side jungle, just wanted to scout out before the Camazotz came back and comboed them down.
Camazotz was doing a fair amount of damage there.
Left-hand side. Ooh, shell has to be popped there by Mythical Aurora underneath the tower. Keeper was pushing up aggressively.
Cinderplease and Mythical are being manhandled here in this lane, and we will say, however, mana is going to be an issue for this Cupid at this point, so he's going to not be able to do what he's doing for a little bit longer now.
For me, it wasn't the mana issue, it was the fact that he had to rely on his abilities to get out the same poke that he would have done if he was just going for a regular ADC build. And he's been hitting every single heart bomb.
Yep, every single one is actually going to be great hit. But actually, we are going to see Anahur lose a fair amount to this tower at this point. Like, that was a huge wave going under the tower, and he lost a fair chunk of that. Not going to be a funny thing. Cupid has gone back now and has managed to buy tier 2 boots. So he's going to get a little bit of increased power and a little bit more movement speed there.
Sylvanas is level 5. Camel's
Oh,
also
look at
only
mid lane.
just hit level 5 now.
Leonard, 205, are going to get first blood there. Jesus Official is going to go down. That's unfortunate for him, especially when the Susano is the one that gets the kill. So he's now going to go into the jungle and see what he can take away.
He's not going to go too aggressive, though, because he knows that Sylvanas does have the pressure. He knows that Agni is full health, full mana with a red buff. Oh, he's actually going to go for a gank here.
Like
No,
he's
he's not going to cover the lane.
He's going for
there
that's
is a
the
gank.
ultimate. That's the ultimate there coming out as well. Achilles turned into by the Morrigan, and the kill is going to go there. Leonard 205 does get credited with the second kill. Lunatic Dream has to be careful. He hasn't got much health left, but he is probably pretty safe there.
I don't think there was any need to use the Morgan ult there. Oh, there wasn't any need to use the Susano ult. You use one, sure, but not both.
Yeah, Lunatic Dream was just off the mark there with the Achilles assassinate there. Oh, brilliant! Actually, a knock up there on the left-hand side by Mukuri. Gonna knock up Mythical Aurora in his dash. Agni has turned up. Great heart bomb. Gonna be off the mark with the first one. Dash has been used. He's gonna get impaled into a pillar. He is now gonna have to use his speeds and get out of there. Geb is in the meantime gonna use his shield. The heal is coming out on the Blackthorn Hammer. Great ultimate there by Geb. Gonna find 3 of them, and Blackthorn is gonna be under his tower. Interesting thing to point out here. Cupid, while he has been pushing up fairly heavily against Cinderplease and Mythical Aurora, he is actually a little bit behind the Anahur.
Jumping in aggressively, he has that pillar, does not find the impale either. Cinderplease is doing what he should be doing. The second is Cupid hits level 5, he can't really be jumping in like that. But up until Cupid does hit that mythical level 5 like she has done now, just go aggressive, jump in, look to use your Desert Fury if you get the opportunity to. But with the Geb still in lane, there isn't really the opportunity to get that kill. Agni nearly dead. Oh, Blink ult from Hebo deters Lunatic Dream from pushing any further. Here comes on her on the rotation.
Susano pulling him in, gonna try and find the slice and dice. It's gonna go on. Yes, yes. Lunatic Dream gonna get the kill against Cinderplease there, and I think that's gonna be a disengage. Gonna be knocked up. Is Lunatic Dream by Jesus Official? No! Lunatic Dream gonna get the second kill there. Double kill! Lunatic Dream also now gonna use the deadly aspect. Gonna find the kill. Yes, he is gonna throw out that line and get credited for the kill. Susano really low, Lunatic Dream really low. Neither of them are going to be taken out though. Achilles in mid lane just going to have to go back.
Well, this is not looking good for Smmitten's squad. They lost the first game on home territory, and they are getting... Honestly, they're getting quite battered right now in the away game.
I think the only lane that's really being able to do anything amazingly on Smitten's team is this cover tactician on the Sylvanas.
He's getting invaded.
Although it looks like Chameleon wants something here. Gonna find the Big Show. They're not going to be able to do anything else. The bats were off the mark there, but he's not going anywhere. He is still watching this. He wants to stop cover tactician.
He has that Screech passive, that echolocation. So he knows that this buff is being done. He's just going to tag it and walk away.
Yeah.
He does want the buff, but getting that tag, getting that mark on it for his passive is crucial to this Camazotz solo.
Yep, going to increase his lifesteal there, so he's not going to have any real issues there. Going to heal up from the wave. Cover Tactician is going to have to be careful here if he's trying to fight this guy. However, the Sylvanas passive does work really well against gods like Camazotz.
Yeah, anybody has to be in melee range to the basic attack.
Left-hand side, Cinderblaze is going to have to be very careful. He's actually going to go down. Ultimate is actually going to be used there as well. Achilles going to try and jump out of it. Is he going to go down? Heart Bomb is going to go off, but he's not going to get stunned by the looks of it. Mythical Aurora is
3
safe.
seconds till flutter. 3 seconds till flutter and 2 seconds till Heart Bomb. If he was like halfway up the lane when there was 3 seconds left on flutter, that was a dive and a secondary kill onto Mythical Aurora. But 6-0 for Deathwalker's team. Achilles stayed.
Achilles is going to have a hard time here against Becky, but that Heart Bomb's going to go off and down. He goes. You can see by the little blood pool there that Camazotz could turn up if he wanted to and just heal off on that. But Mukri is going to have to be... actually, is Mukri going to have to be careful against this Anha? Probably not. Going to get impaled into the wall there. They are going to get this purple buff. Now they've got to be very careful. He's jumped in, but the Geb Shield is going to be perfectly on the mark. Look at Susano. Susano has turned up. Gonna blink in, gonna... Oh, the Anha pillar! Terrible positioning there, gonna get himself stuck. The ultimate was not required there. However, his special is gonna be on the backline there. Gonna find the kill. Gonna find the kill on Mukri, however, he's gonna have to be very careful because he does have 2 members going out. They're gonna get blinked in. Lunatic Dream gonna turn into the Achilles again and get credit for the kill. And Agni and Achilles are on the left-hand side as well on the side of Smitten's team, but they're not gonna want to stick around.
Lunatic Dream at level 11 versus Mythical Aura on this Achilles level 5. He's playing a bit too far up right now for someone who is 2 levels behind his lane opponent.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful, Mythical Aurora, on this Achilles. Sure, he wants to get the aggression. However, when you're this far behind, you just have to play defensive. There is nothing you can do if you want to be aggressive.
And he has made the switch up. He has gone on... For his passive, he has chosen to put the armor on. Does slow him down, but gives him more health and more protections, meaning he is going to be more difficult to kill. Recognize that on her ult is down, keep it going aggressive with that Feel to Love and Heart Bomb combo. On her, drop down to half health immediately after returning to lane.
Just turned up and immediately just pushed down. Like, there was very little these guys in Smitten's team and the Joe lane can actually do. And look at this. Jesus Official going to have to be careful being hit by the Heart Bomb. Going to actually be ultimated in place. Going to go down. Muki going to be credited with the kill there, but he's now by himself against 3 members of them. Gonna be impaled off the mark. Actually, that may have saved him there.
That does save him.
Heart Bomb is gonna be on the mark. Not quite gonna be enough to kill him there, but we are gonna see Mythical Aurora. He's too far up. Look at the level difference there. Leonard 205 is level 11 against the level 6 Achilles.
You think that's bad? Lunatic Dream is level 12 and is invading the rep buff by himself on her level 7. Has to just jump away.
Agni dash straight in there. Dash straight into Lunatic Dream. Is he going to get anything? Lunatic Dream is actually going to be credited with the kill there as the explosion does go off. He's on a rampage. He is 5-0-1 and going to take their purple buff for his troubles.
This is the power of comfort picks. When you're playing a god consistently like Lunatic Dream does with the Morrigan, and then you bring it out in a show match like this, it shows. You have comfortable performances on them, and you get to play as aggressive as you'd like with them.
And we say this a lot in a lot of matches that sure you can pick some of the top tier picks if they're available to you. However, a person on a comfort pick is always going to perform better.
And Sylvanas is going to go down here. Leonard with yet another kill. He's on a rampage. Cover Tactician can do nothing there, but watches his hopes and dreams died.
Yep, Leonard 205. 5 kills, 5 assists. He's been involved in 10 of the 13 kills that these guys
aggressive. Look, found the Hebo, found the Heart Bomb, and that's 1 dead Hebo.
Although this could be Black Form Hammer going down here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Cinderplease not able to hit
This is some basic tactic from Cinderplease. He finds nothing, and the Flutter comes out. Jumping aggressive. This is a frustration chase here. Go out from Cinderplease.
We're seeing the power of EU ping here for the NA players. Achilles, actually, no, that's not Achilles. It's actually Morgan there transforming into an Achilles there. So tanky at this point. This is a level 13 Achilles compared to a level 6 Achilles. Sorry, level 7 Achilles. Lena 205 are going to get the double kill. Actually, Mythical Aurora and Cinder Please both going down there. This is going to be a Gold Fury.
Gold Fury. An interesting thing to know, when you transform into Achilles as a Morrigan, you have armor on passive. Meaning you're tankier and you have more health, so you're a lot more difficult to kill.
Agni gonna try and do something here. Is he gonna try and get the kill?
He is dead.
Oh, he is gonna go down. He's trying to stun the place there, but Geb's behind him. Geb's gonna Geb's gonna basic attack. Geb's gonna kill.
I don't think the ult was necessary there, but yep, the laugh is coming out.
He wanted the basic attack. He wanted that style kill.
17 to 1.
And if we thought the previous match was heavily in favor of Deathwalker's team, this match is definitely a lot more in favor of Deathwalker's team than we thought. We are 12.5 minutes in. They are 6,000 gold up at this point in time.
I'm surprised they haven't just grouped up and taken Fire Chain.
We may be seeing it soon. We may be seeing it soon. They do have a jungle pressure to Deathwalker's team. Smitten's team have to be very careful. 3 levels behind is the Harbour here compared to the Susanoo. 4 levels, the Agni behind that Morrigan. Duo lane, similar situation. However, the solo lane, however, is a little bit more in favour of Smitten's team. But if that's the only lane that's going vaguely even, they're going to have a very hard time.
And this is because Camus doesn't really lose solo lane as Simply gets the kill. Oh,
they're chasing him down there. Not going to be able to
Jesus, we didn't see that all. That's fine.
Oh, Mythical Aurora is going to get a kill on the 3 levels ahead. Cupid there going to have to ult out as well, but he is going to be chased down by Lena 205. Chances are he's going to go down here. The ult has been used. Going to knock him up. Actually, not going to find the kill.
Oh, we are so close. I'm surprised Geb stopped his rollout. I thought he was going to continue, go under the tower, and then secure the kill if needs be.
Let's look at that health. That health, he was below 20 health when he got out there. Is this tier 1 tower going to go down? No, it's not. Tier 1 tower isn't going to go down. Agni's in mid lane, going to get taken down to half health. He's going to have to be very careful. Susanoo in that right side jungle, going to try and find something. Not going to find anything. There's no jungle up at this point. Is he going to try and gank that right lane? Oh, no, he's going to steal this.
He's going to go for the blue buff.
Yep.
He recognizes that the only one is pretty much the only one who's in this game is Sylvanas. Everybody else is just there to be fed upon when the time comes.
Oh, Cupid dashes in, going to use the Field of Love on the Anher, going to find a hot bomb as well, going to get pillared out, but not actually going to find it. Yape's going to jump out, there is the Anher, and that's going to be him safe, going to go back to base. Is he going to get anything? Oh no, he didn't go back! Blackthorn Hammer does get the kill, just at the end of his backing animation.
There's the taunt spam. I was down to be Cupid, and it seems that this is a strategy which Blackthorn Hammer has played a fair few times, and he's showing us the power of this strategy.
He's obviously confident on this Cupid, and he
this is a bold play for Twins team.
Are they trying something here? Camazotz turns up, and immediately he is level 14. Oh no, Harbour, you were there. Jesus, he's going to respawn in about 3 days. He's going to have to be very careful. The cover tactician is now being punished. Going to find the root in place there, and looks like those two are actually going to go under the tier 2 tower. Not going to be able to carry on there.
We see a potential objective take. Oh, good pull and double knockout from Sylvanas. Susanoo has to back away. He's not going to die to the dot though. Well, it was a good play from cover.
It was a very good play.
He just doesn't have enough damage in himself yet.
No, he's level 14, but he does have a level 8 Achilles alongside him there. Pings are coming out. Everyone knows that Agni is on that backside there. Morrigan gonna try and push down this tier 1. No, she's not. Left hand side, and her 3 levels behind the Cupid. Gonna have to be very careful, not wanting to force any fights.
Well, it's 16 minutes in, and I'm gonna have a look at the graphs. I'm just gonna see a sheer cliff face go down. Yeah, it's 11,700 experience, 11,900 experience for that. Almost 7,000 gold in 16 minutes.
Jesus,
it's not really good game. And Agni's going to go down as well. And diving tier 2 towers when tier 1 isn't even killed yet.
These guys do not care on the side of Deathwalker's team. No sooner had Jesus respawned, and then he goes down again. He's now back, but this is sorry, he's not back. He's down for a little bit now, but this is not good. They are just sitting around in the enemy jungle, our Deathwalker's team, and they are just doing whatever they want at this point.
No, I think it's pretty much set in stone unless this game somehow goes, oh, unable to back is Lunatic Dream, but Achilles misses the execute. And he doesn't know where Lunatic gets out. No, he doesn't.
No, does he get out? No, Order Phoenix is the most OP person on Smitten's team. Going to be the 6th player for them. Going to be credited with the kill. Meanwhile, Geb is going to be used. Going to find someone. Cover Tactician's got to be very careful. He's being chased down. Bat out of hell. He's flying like a bat out of hell. Cover Tactician is not going to be gone until the morning comes. He's just going to be able to blink out there. Not going to go down. Meanwhile, Jesus Special is going to have to be very careful here. Chameleon just wants to try and take him down. What is going on? Cover Tactician is still there. Going to be hit by the Vampire Bats. Agony now has to be very careful. Is going to be trying to hit them, but no one is going to go down here. Jesus Special just being beaten little by little.
Oh, we did see the power of the composition which Smitten's team has drafted. Jesus Official blinks in and almost gets a kill onto the Cupid with just his ultimate. He's a level behind the Cupid. Hasn't really got too much in the way of overall power. Almost gets a kill though.
And that's what they need to do at this point in time. Do Smitten's team. They need to find some picks. They need to get something. Anything they can. Achilles, are you sure you want to be fighting this Cupid here in the left-hand side jungle? Field's Glove is going to be used. He's not going to be able to find the stun there, but he is going to find a fair amount of damage there. But he is going to be caught out here. Going down to about half health there from the Agni, but he does have self-heal.
And that is going to be the dash through the camp, and this red buff does get away at Smitten's team. They managed to secure a buff of their own for the first time in a long time. That is not the speed buff. I'm surprised that Deathwalker's team hasn't invaded speed buff more often.
I'm honestly amazed that they haven't. They do have the control of all of the jungle. They probably have a vague idea of when it is up, but oh no, Jesus Official. No, it's on the Agni. Gonna find the stun. Gonna find the damage. Leonard 205 gonna find the kill. Gonna fire his tornado into the middle lane.
That's half his health.
And Jesus Official, he's got to be very careful. He doesn't want to keep respawning like this. You can only have so many
Sylvanas for the BM and forces out the dash from Achilles. That ultimate is going to be used defensively once more, and that's going to be the Gold Fury.
I don't think there's anything that Smitten's team can do here to try and stop this. There's 4 members here, and I'm pretty sure Smitten's team are thinking the same thing. Do not go in there, Hubwa. Do not go in there. Hubwa thinks better, but he does not go in there.
Well, this is a dire situation. 10,000 gold behind. Tip Towers still remain. Fire Giant and Portal Demon have just been pinged out by Deathwalker's team. And look where Cover is. He's trying to do something here. He's trying to get something for his team, and that's just lead the Camisards on a Merry Goose Chase, so at least they don't have full 5 members doing these objectives.
But they only need 4 members taking that objective, because Camisards can do whatever he wants to do here. Cover Tactician gonna have to be very careful here, because now everyone is rotating in. He's gonna get knocked up, he's gonna get stunned, he's gonna get annihilated by the Morrigan there. Lunatic Dream getting another kill to his name. 8, 1, and 6. And this is a Fire Giant call.
And that is definitely going to be the Fire Giant.
Achilles.
Does this get stolen by anybody?
It could be. It could be stolen. Hubwa does have a fair amount of damage. Mythical Aurora, but Camazox is doing what he needs to do. He is stopping him. Hubwa goes in. Doesn't he get the kill? No, he doesn't. Good attempt. But Deathwalker's team do get the kill. Now we have to be very careful. Look at this Mythical Aurora being chased down by 2 members. Hubwa splits everyone else. And Lunatic Dream is going to be credited with the kill. Hubwa now has to be very careful.
Oh, but he's stuck
he has so many members.
Everybody.
Sylvanas transformation. Lunatic Dream going to be credited with the kill with the dot there. That's going to be his 10th kill. Wow.
Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Onher and Agni have grouped up and decided we're not going to be there for the contested Fire Giant. Just try and get a steal if we can. We're going to get some towers. Tier 1 and Tier 2 fall down. Just stops the bleeding a tiny bit. Oh, Agni, he thought he was backing. He was just stood in the middle of the lane. I think the sprint has been... Okay. Oh no, that's the Pyromancer speed buff that's happened. This Agni's gone. He is gone.
This Agni's got to be very careful now. Look at him. He's being chased down. Hot Bomb going to be actually off the mark there. Interesting. Not going to find any stuns. He's going to find a little bit of damage against Blackthorn, but the ultimate there is going to be used by the Cupid. Aegis is actually going to be used as well. And by Venestrike Beads as well. Susano has turned up. He's just going to get the kill there. Leonard 205 going to be credited there. And that's going to be another camp taken away from Smitten's team. They just don't have the farm. They cannot farm their own jungle. They cannot farm their own waves. All they're doing is being farmed by Deathwalker's team. Our Achilles.
A bit too many abilities missed there by Cupid, a bit too many basics too. But now the Achilles here, level 10. Onher's coming around the back as well. Now look at the Cupid. Ultimate's off the mark and Cupid just dashes away. Achilles is gone into the Typhoon and he's never to be seen again. Honor forced to go away, but he's not going to get too far. Get Calicus and Dust coming in against Jason's official. Rollout, going to do some damage. Shockwave should be coming out any second now.
Who's going to get this kill? Cupid is going to get the kill there. I'm not sure if that's credited by the minions, but that is now 2 members. Sorry, 3 members there. Phoenixes are being pushed. They can only have 1 person on each tower. Each Phoenix trying to defend it. Kill a Tactician going to be taking a ton of damage. They don't care about that Phoenix. They want to kill him. Lunatic Dream going to be credited with the kill against Venestrike in that mid lane. Probably going to take this Phoenix as well. Is Cover Tactician going to go down? I'm not sure. Are they going to take him? I think they're going to take him down. They're not really cared about this Phoenix. They just want to kill Cover Tactician, don't they? Ultimately.
I mean, they just want as many kills as possible. It's what you do in these sort of show matches. You just get kills. Or you just die if your name is DM Brandon.
Smiten's team now 2 kills against 34 on Deathwalker's team. That's going to be another person dead on the side of Smiten's team. Cupid just going, now boys, you can stay in your fountain while my team takes out your Titan. And that Titan looks like it is going to go down there in favour of Deathwalker's team.
Smitten plays with a good play. He does impale Blackthorn Hammer into the fountain, but that's going to do it for the sub war. As Deathwalker's team finds the 2-0. They do win the inaugural sub war, but there is a 3rd game still to go.
There is a 3rd game, so 2 games so far in favour of Deathwalkers. They've won the sub war, but Smiten's team does still have an opportunity to keep their honour. They don't want to get shut out. They may be able to get a win on the final match.
Well, if you had to give an MVP to that game, who would it be?
I am torn. I am honestly torn between a Lunatic Dream and Leonard 205. I think Lunatic Dream's transformations and arrivals were on point. However, Leonard 205 did not die once.
I'm going to give it to Leonard simply because he was involved in more of the kills and controlled the pace of the early game throughout. In fact, he controlled the entire game's pace.
He did. Can we just give a shout out as well to Blackthorn Hammer on this Cupid? I know we initially called it out as being a poor pick at best into an Anhur. However, he played that role so well, and considering his build, his build was a little bit unusual. However, unusual doesn't necessarily mean bad. The Evolved Warrior's Blessing there just helping him out, and he was getting so much damage off. So much damage.
I just think it was a fantastic play out of a unfortunate pick situation. I felt like if both players were on the same level in terms of their skill potential, that matchup does go in Anhur's favor 8 times out of 10.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The Anhur pick, the Cupid pick into the Anhur, generally speaking, would result in the Cupid being punished. However, in terms of skill levels of the players, that's not to say that Cinderplease didn't make some really good plays and get some really good positioning. He did impale Vegeb into a wall several times, stopping him from doing anything. He impaled Blackthorn Hammer into the fountain at the end there. Just was unfortunate in the fact that the entirety of Deathwalker's team was playing that little bit better.
Well, have a look.